The Brave Hunter and the Enchanted Forest. In the peaceful village of Maputo, nestled between rolling hills and a sparkling river, there lived a young hunter named Jabari. Jabari was known throughout the village for his bravery and his skill with the spear. He often ventured deep into the forest to provide for his family and his fellow villagers. One day, as the sun was setting and casting a golden hue over the landscape, Jabari's grandmother, Mama Lila, called him to her side. She was the village storyteller, and her tales were filled with wisdom and wonder. Jabari, Mama Lila began, her voice soft and melodic, I have a story to share with you, a story that has been passed down through our family for generations. Jabari sat down eagerly, ready to listen. Mama Leila continued. Long ago, before our village was founded, there was a young hunter named Cato. Cato was brave and skilled, much like you, Jabari. He had a kind heart and always looked out for his family and friends. One day, a great drought struck the land, and the river that sustained the village began to dry up. The crops withered, and the animals became scarce. The village elders gathered and decided that someone needed to venture into the enchanted forest to find the source of the river and restore its flow. The enchanted forest was a place of mystery and magic, filled with ancient spirits and powerful beings. Many had entered, but few had returned. Cato volunteered to undertake the journey. He packed his spear, a small bag of provisions, and set off at dawn. As he entered the forest, the air grew cooler and the sounds of the village faded away. He followed the dry riverbed, hoping it would lead him to the source. After days of walking, Cato came across a clearing where he found a beautiful, crystal-clear spring surrounded by lush greenery. However, guarding the spring was a fierce spirit, a creature made of water and light. The spirit spoke in a voice that echoed through the trees. Why have you come here, young hunter? Cato, undaunted, replied, My village is suffering. The river has dried up, and my people are in need of water. I seek to restore the flow of the river to save my village. The spirit studied Cato for a moment before replying, To restore the river, you must complete 3 tasks to prove your bravery, kindness, and wisdom. Cato nodded, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. The spirit's first task was a test of bravery. Cato had to climb the tallest tree in the forest and retrieve a golden feather from an eagle's nest at its peak. The climb was perilous, but Cato's determination saw him through. He reached the nest, retrieved the feather, and climbed back down safely. The second task was a test of kindness. Cato found a wounded deer in the forest. Instead of continuing his quest immediately, he took the time to tend to the deer's wounds and helped it find a safe place to rest. The spirit, observing Cato's actions, was pleased. The third and final task was a test of wisdom. The spirit presented Cato with 3 riddles, each more challenging than the last. Cato listened carefully, thought deeply, and answered each riddle correctly, showing not only his intelligence, but also his patience and thoughtfulness. Having completed all 3 tasks, the spirit smiled and said, You have proven yourself worthy, Cato. The river will flow once more. With a wave of the spirit's hand, the spring bubbled with new life, and the river began to flow again, stronger and clearer than ever. Cato returned to his village, where he was greeted with joy and celebration. The river's return brought prosperity back to the land, and the people thrived once more. Mama Leela's voice softened as she concluded the tale. And so, Jabari, remember that true bravery is not just about strength, but also about kindness and wisdom. Just like Kato, you have the power to make a difference in our world. Jabari, inspired by the story, thanked his grandmother. As he lay down to sleep that night, he dreamed of the enchanted forest and the brave hunter who had saved his village, feeling a renewed sense of purpose and courage. The end.